University of Algorithm. So Mr. Sajid holds an MA in Media Research from Sri Lanka Pali campus of the University of Colombo. His research explores the impact of algorithm updates on shaping a new search engine optimization culture. And so now I kindly invite Mr. Sajid Mahendra to start your presentation.
Thank you, Chairperson. Distinguished members of the audience, I'm very thankful to Professor Dharmakirti Sriranjan for giving me this opportunity to present some of what findings. So, until our technician locates my presentation, let me offer you a brief introduction of myself. So, I have a severely journalistic background. So, while I was undertaking my first degree, I joined the Sunday Times and then the Daily Coast. So, in a nutshell, I have been in the industry for about more than 17 years. And so I bring my journalistic experience here. So my subject today is cultural integration in the age of algorithm. And as you can see, there are three obscure technical sounding terms. One is SEO, search engine optimization. Second, digital humanities. And third, social implication, that is algorithm. Now these three terms sound very technical and couldn't have been even heard of many decades back. Probably not even decades, probably a few years back. We couldn't have heard this so-called term called search engine optimization. My objective here is not to offer a technical perspective, but to offer humanistic perspective. Can we go to the next slide? So, to get a hang of what this whole digital communication or artificial intelligence, we need to look back at the history of human civilization. Now, the earliest origin, earliest point in human civilization, human communication, is when humans communicated with each other. That was mostly oral medium. They made sounds and they drew images, they drew symbols. And the first milestone in human communication is when the letters came. The letters, even today, letters are the most sophisticated technology. Because now, in mass communication, the basic teaching is that there should be a sender, there should be a medium, and the sender should have a message to convey through the medium, and there should be a receiver at the end. But when it comes to visual and broadcasting media, which are usually considered very sophisticated, the receiver shouldn't be familiar with the letters, but this so-called most primitive medium, that is letters, both the sender and the receiver need to be familiar with the letters. Now this presentation, I have written something. You don't have to know your alphabet to understand when I'm talking, but you need to know your alphabet to understand what I have written on this presentation. So, letters are the first milestone in human communication history. And then, very much fast forward, at the turn of this century, we had another novel concept called internet. Internet changed our lives. And then coming forward about a decade ahead, 2010, there was this thing called Google. We were beginning to be dependent on this Google search engine. If we need a bag, if we need to find the best bag in the town, it was just a matter of going to the Google and typing it out. And if we need to find the best shoes, it was just a matter of going to Google. And if you're still a bachelor at 40s, Google was the answer. How to find a perfect partner to my life. So this Google was shaping our life. Then, after the Google, this technical term, search engine optimization, came up. So Google was one of the search engines. There were other search engines, Yahoo, and so on. So when the user, we became internet users. We type it out on the Google search engine, and then the Google in turn produce a vast amount of results. If you are looking for the best bag in the town, the Google will give you thousands of best bags in the town. So this is where the trick is. The marketers saw a thriving market here. When we look for the bag, then there was market for the bag sellers. The bag sellers, what did they do? They came up with website. They built the website and stuffed the website with the keywords we type it on the Google. Now, for example, if I'm looking for the best bag in the town, then the bag seller would fill his website with that particular keyword, the best bag. Like this. So this is where a new turning point came up. The language, the words were getting a new meaning. The combinatorial power. It's not just a bag. We are looking for the best bag. And the bag sellers.
Mr. Satendra, you have 2 more minutes.
Sorry?
You have 2 more minutes.
Right. So the best bag was, the content was stuffed in the website. So the problem was whether the users are getting quality content. Because we are looking for the best bag, but in turn what we are getting is, we are getting thousands of best bags. So then what happened to us as the internet users? We get trapped. We got trapped. So this is the biggest problem we have today. The biggest problem we have today is not artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence can be tackled. I am using ChatGPT, I am using Bard, I am using every possible artificial intelligence tool. And let me boast myself. If you write something on ChatGPT, I can detect. Artificial intelligence is not the problem. Artificial intelligence can be tackled. But the biggest problem here is that we are getting trapped among the vast amount of content. And what has it done? It has alienated us from ourselves. We are not in a position to find the best product to us. We are looking for the best bag in the town, but what we are getting is thousands of best bags. So this is what we are experiencing right now. The digital alienation and isolation is the biggest problem we have. So we need to come up with remedies and solutions to that. And that is what
you can conclude.
That is why, and as a concluding remark, let me propose that we need to find out the remedies for this digital isolation and alienation. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Sajid. I think you came up with a different perspective that is, so AI can be tackled, can be handled in a different way, but the problem is with the information overload. So I think it's a very good point, and this is where the community, the humankind is always trapped. So if you take a layman man, somebody who is using internet, in one day, he will do up and down 300 feet within one day. So he's just checking the information. The moment he gets interacted or interested topic, then he will stop the scrolling and he will read that. That's where everyone is trying to select that point. How you are going to impress the reader. So this is the problem. So I think information overload is another thing. So yeah, people are getting stuck. I think very good point, Mr. Satindra. Thank you very much for your input, insightful information. And somebody was there